1:20 a.m. She's screaming again. She's sitting up in bed, eyes open, but she's not looking at me. She's not awake.
That's not it. She's not having a nightmare. This is a night terror. And 90% of parents get it wrong.
Wait, what? Her eyes are open. She's screaming. How is that not a nightmare?
2 tells you can spot in 5 seconds. But first, what did you do the second you walked in?
I picked her up, rocked her, told her over and over, Daddy's here, Daddy's here. That's wrong now?
If she'd actually been having a nightmare, you did everything right. The problem is, that night, she wasn't having a nightmare.
What? She was crying, screaming, eyes open. If that's not a nightmare, what is it?
That's called a night terror. Different beast from a nightmare. Looks identical from the doorway. Treatment is the exact opposite.
Hold on, exact opposite? I've been doing this wrong for 5 years.
You and almost every other parent. Stay with me on this one. Once you can tell the two apart, every 2 a.m., scream for the next 10 years gets dramatically easier.
Okay, I'm calm. Hit me.
Check the clock. What time did Luna start screaming that night?
2:30.
And what time did she go to bed?
9.
9 to 2:30. That's 5.5 hours in. That's a nightmare. Night terrors hit in the first 1 to 2 hours after she falls asleep. Almost always.
1 hour makes that big of a difference?
Huge difference. Early in the night, her brain is in the deepest sleep. Later in the night, her brain is doing the dreaming work. 2 completely different states.
Okay, so that night at 2:30, nightmare. So holding her and comforting her was the right move?
That night, yes. But remember last month? She screamed at maybe 11:30, barely 2 hours after bedtime. You ran in, scooped her up, shook her gently, flipped on the light, kept asking, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" Remember?
I remember. She screamed herself hoarse, almost half an hour.
That was a night terror. Every single thing you did, picking her up, shaking her, turning on the light, asking questions, made it last longer.
Wait, comforting her made it worse? That's completely backwards from every parenting instinct I have.
Here's the thing. During a night terror, she looks awake. She isn't. Her brain is still locked in the deepest stage of sleep. You're trying to comfort someone who is technically still asleep, and you're yanking her halfway out. Of course she panics harder.
So what am I supposed to do? Just stand there and watch her scream?
Pretty much. Make sure she's safe. She can't fall off the bed, she's not hitting her head, nothing dangerous within reach. Then sit nearby. Don't talk. Don't turn on the overhead light. Don't pick her up. Don't shake her. 5 to 15 minutes later, she settles on her own. Goes right back to sleep. Next morning, 0 memory. Like it never happened.
0 memory? She just screamed like she was being attacked, and she won't remember?
Nothing. So when you ask her at breakfast, "Did you have a bad dream last night?" and she says, "No," you assume she's hiding something. She isn't. That memory literally was never recorded.
Oh God. I used to push her. Come on, tell Daddy what happened last night. She'd just stare at me. I thought she was being secretive.
Right. So rule number 1 for night terrors. Don't try to wake her. Don't interrogate her the next morning. Don't make her relive it. From her side, it didn't happen.
Okay. So nightmares? Totally different playbook?
Totally different. Nightmare? She's actually awake. She recognizes you. She can tell you, "I dreamed about a monster, a bad guy, mommy was gone." That's when you hold her, turn on a nightlight, talk her through it. All of that is correct.
So my litmus test is, does she recognize me?
3 checks. 1, timing. Early in the night or late? 2, does she recognize you? 3, does she remember any of it the next day?
Let me lock this in. Early night, doesn't recognize me, no memory the next day, night terror, don't touch her. Late night, recognizes me, can describe the dream. Nightmare, hold her and comfort her.
A+. You graduated.
Wait, follow up. When she has a nightmare, do I let her come sleep with us? Every time I cave and let her in, she stops wanting her own bed for like a week.
1 night? Fine. 2 weeks in a row? Now you've trained dependency. Better move. You go to her room. Sit on the edge of her bed, hold her hand, turn on the small nightlight, stay 5 to 10 minutes. The goal is for her bed to feel safe, not for your bed to be the only safe place.
But she's clinging to me with a death grip.
Then sit longer. Your goal is for her to fall asleep in her own bed, not to relocate her to yours. That's the long-term play.
Okay, but what about older kids? Luna's 4. What about 8, 10, 12?
Great question. Stay with me. The most counterintuitive part is still coming. The real trigger for nightmares is almost never what happened that night. But first, your question. By 8, 10, night terrors get rarer, but nightmares actually get more frequent. And the cause isn't monsters anymore. It's school.
School?
Test pressure. Getting left out at recess. A teacher who yelled at her. A fight with her best friend. A presentation tomorrow. She holds it together all day, and then her brain processes it overnight. That's what becomes the nightmare.
So at that age, I can't just ask, what did you dream about? I have to dig for what's behind it.
Exactly. Next morning, don't lead with the dream. Casually, sideways. Anything bugging you at school lately? Any tests this week? She won't connect the two on her own. You connect it for her.
And the 11, 12-year-olds, almost teenagers?
By 11, 12, the source switches again. Now it's news headlines, social media, a scary YouTube video, an Instagram post where everyone else's life looks better than hers. Her brain doesn't know how to file that stuff yet.
So, at that age, when she has a nightmare, I check what she was looking at before bed.
Yes. The hour before bed matters more than what she ate. School shooting headline, fight video, a cruel comment thread. 80% chance she has a bad dream that night.
So we just ban the phone?
You can't ban it. Smarter move. Have her set her own, no scrolling 1 hour before bed rule. If she made the rule, she protects the rule.
Why does it stick when she makes it?
Because breaking her own rule feels like guilt. Breaking your rule just feels like you're being annoying. A kid who polices herself is 10 times more effective than you policing her.
Okay, back to the bombshell. What did you mean? The trigger isn't what happened that night.
Most counterintuitive part. Stay with me. The nightmare she has tonight is often about something that happened 3 days ago, a week ago. She didn't process it then. Her brain saved it for tonight to finally sort through.
Wait, so asking, did anything happen yesterday's, is wrong?
Not wrong, not enough. Ask wider. Anything weird at school this week? Did you and someone argue last week? Pull the camera back.
I assume nightmares came from something that scared her that exact day.
Sometimes, but more often, a nightmare is her brain doing janitor work, cleaning up the fears she couldn't process in the moment, days ago.
So nightmares aren't a bad thing?
Bad dreams aren't a problem. They're her brain's cleanup crew, digesting the feelings she had to hold in all day. Your job isn't to make nightmares disappear. Your job is to teach her. When she wakes up scared, someone is still there.
I never thought of it like that.
Picture a 4-year-old at school. Some kid grabs her toy. She cries for a second, the teacher smooths it over, the moment passes. But she never got to process that helpless feeling. So that night, her brain reruns it as a monster steals her things. Same emotion, different costume.
So her brain is doing its own little therapy session.
Exactly. She's processing herself. Your job isn't to interrupt it. Your job is to be the person who's there when she comes out the other side.
Okay, one more. The morning after. How do I handle her the next day?
Keep it casual. Do not sit her down with serious eye contact and say, "Let's talk about your nightmare." That'll just make her shut down. Bring it up in the car, in the bath, on a walk. Drop it in. "Hey, did you dream last night?" If she talks, you listen. Don't analyze. Don't say it was only a dream. There's nothing to be scared of.
I can't say it was only a dream. That's my go-to line.
Cannot say it. She doesn't hear that as comfort. She hears your fear isn't real. Your fear doesn't matter. Next time, she won't tell you.
Oh man, I have said that 100 times.
Replace it. Next time she tells you about a dream, 3 words. "Wow, that sounds really scary. Then what happened?" That's it. She doesn't need your analysis. She needs your ears.
Then what happened? 3 words.
3 words that save the next 30 years of conversations with her. Bad dreams, school, dating, work, Then what happened keeps her talking. Forever.
Wait, this skill she's learning, I can tell someone what scared me. That's not just a nightmare thing, is it?
You caught it. A 4-year-old who can tell you about the monster in her dream becomes a 14-year-old who tells you when she's getting bullied. Becomes a 24-year-old who tells you when her boss is crossing the line. In 30 years, AI is going to write her code, her emails, her grocery list. But AI cannot hold her hand at 2 in the morning when she wakes up scared. I have a person I can tell the truth to. That's the one thing AI can't replace. Tonight, when you sit on the edge of her bed for 10 minutes, you're planting that.
I thought I was just helping her get back to sleep.
You're not getting her back to sleep. You're teaching her that being scared doesn't mean being alone. That's worth more than any skill she'll learn in school.
Let me summarize. 1. Early night screaming, doesn't recognize me. No memory next day equals night terror. Just sit nearby. Don't wake her. 2. Late night screaming, recognizes me. Can describe the dream equals nightmare. Hold her and comfort her. 3. Older kids. The source shifts to school stress, news, social media. 4. Next morning, keep it casual. Never say it was only a dream. Use then what happens instead. 5. Don't haul her into your bed. Go sit in her room instead.
100%. Tonight, if she screams, first thing, check the clock.
Check the clock. Then check if she recognizes me.
Right? Then do the matching response. Wrong comforting is worse than no comforting at all.
If you've had a 2 a.m. scream this week, drop a comment. Tell us what you saw, what you did. We need the solidarity.
One last thing. Bad dreams aren't an illness. They're her brain doing the work of processing her daytime fears. You're not trying to eliminate her nightmares. You're teaching her one thing, only. When I wake up, you're still here. A kid who knows that, at 3 or at 13, grows up able to stand on her own ground, no matter what hits her. That's what parenting actually is.